Hello everyone. Hello. How y'all doing today? Thank you for joining tonight. Let me go ahead and just flip the screen right now. Henry, how you doing? Some. All right. Look at you. Look at you, folks. Staying awake at night like a boss. All right. Okay. How y'all doing tonight? Hey. Tabassum, how are you? Okay. Let's see. Oh, thank you for the hearts already. Cartwheel in the room. Right, Henry? Okay, Spoon Otters. Stephanie, good to see you. Sabel, welcome back. Welcome back. No rest for the bosses. That's right. We make our own time to take off, right? We don't follow any of these so-called holidays. Those are just for lazy people. I'll get in trouble for that saying right now. Ugh. Anyway, just give me a few seconds. I'm going to start real quick right now. Okay. Arabian. Wallah. Okay, let's see. Okay, I am. Okay. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Joined truly. Okay. All right, cool. All right, so tonight, as you can see, the topic is all still for beginners. Guide on WordPress. Okay, yeah, a nice emoji right there, fella. So it's going to be about the WordPress. So what I'm about to do is show you step by step the backend. That's it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you what each step also mean. You can have your pen and paper ready. Thank you, Magic. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Let's see. Who are you? All right, Julian. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it, man. Now, I got a question for you, folks. How are you? Thanks for joining. Did anybody update the Periscope? Press 1. If it did not, press 2. And the reason I'm asking because I was thinking to scope this in landscaping so I can have the screen of the laptop or the camera be easier for you. I don't know if it's going to be easy for you to see it. I don't know if it's going to be small. What do you guys think? I'm going to leave it up to you. Should I just keep it like this or should I go landscaping? Ismail, yalla Sheikh, fix it, man, update. Sorry, that's my brother right there. I am C33. I'm just telling him he needs to update. So, Joanne, you want to have it on landscape? Okay, so here's the thing. How many of you wants it on landscape and how many of you wants it just like this, regular? Because I don't think people on Android had an update yet. Okay. So if you want to keep it like this, we're going to keep it like this for now. Just maybe for today until you guys maybe can figure it out. Maybe tomorrow I'll talk about how everyone needs to update and we'll do the landscape. Is that okay? I want to leave it up to you folks. So let's see how many. Old school? All right, I want to stay old school. We'll stay old school. Hello, Anna. How you doing? The majority. I know, but the thing with the landscape, what happens is the landscape will be on the top right here and the count on the bottom. So that means that the video is going to be smaller. Does that make sense? So will that be helpful to see the backend? Because if I'm going to talk, yeah, that's fine. But I'm going to show the backend of the WordPress. So it's kind of hard to see all those options. So I want to take your consensus. So if you all want to do it like this, for today we'll do that. If you want to do it landscaping, we can do landscape. But I'm not sure if everybody updated the landscape. What exactly is going on here? What's going on here? Breakdancing. Have you seen the title? We're going to talk about a good question. We're going to talk about WordPress. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I guess it will not be a problem when we get the new iPad Pro, right? Have you seen the iPad? It's freaking huge, right? For the replay, it's going to be good. It's going to be landscape. So, well, how about this? Let me test it real quick, okay? Let me just test it, and y'all tell me how does it look? Because for me, I can still see the comment coming up like this. So it's hard for me to read it. Does that make sense? Even though I updated it. But for you guys can see it fine, right? But from my end, I'm still looking at the comment like I have to do like this to read it. Does that make sense? So that's a problem for my part because I cannot read the comment. You see what I'm saying? But if I put it like this, it's easy for me to read. Share your skin for a second. Your forehead is chopped off. Yeah, it's like chopped off. I did update, but for some reason, still, on my side, I mean, if you look, if I do it, you can see it's okay on your side, but on my side, for some reason, what do you call it? The comment doesn't move. I'm getting dizzy, brother Ray. Yeah. So, okay, let's not waste time. I know you guys have been waiting for 5 minutes. Let's just do it right now, like this for today, okay? Your words, then you can ignore your comments. Yeah, that's true, but for tonight, I mean, if people ask a lot of questions, I won't be able to read it properly, okay? Oh, really? Yeah, okay. Well, actually, you can in landscape. What happened in landscaping, Carol, you see right now how the image is like this? When you do a landscaping, it becomes like this. So the video is right here, the frame is right here, and the bottom will be all black. So the comment, so easy for people to read the comment. Okay? There you go. Let's see. Does that make sense? So the comment can be, what you call it, on the bottom right here. Does that make sense? Some people are funny. Some people are very funny. They're too demanding. They need to go fly a kite. Okay? So here's the thing. Let's just keep it like this. All right? Let's just keep it like this for now. Cool. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to go and check. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Some people are just like, they have issues. Right? They have like some sort of disease in their stomach. Like some sort of worm that tickles them. Yeah, I got to block that weirdo. Catfish bite. All right. Cool. So let's see. Okay, cool. So make sure your pen and paper ready. So I'm going to go step by step. And I would love to ask these questions. So I want to make sure that all of you are paying attention. So quick recap. So how can I log in to my WordPress website? What should I do? What should I do to log in? Let me see who is going to answer this question. What should I do to log in to my self-hosted WordPress website? WP admin, yes, thank you. Thank you. It's WP, let's see, Liz, thank you, Liz. It's WP admin. So WP admin, you guys are smart and genius. I like that. Okay, so right here, good job. I'm going to log in. Yes, sometimes it can be PHP as well. All right, cool. So once we log in, you have two sides in the dashboard. Dashboard. What the heck is that? Dashboard. So you have the left hand side area, and you also have the top area. Okay. You also have the top area, and also the left hand side. So personally, I use this all the time. I hardly use these. Okay. So basically, if I'm going to go closer, does anybody know what is this for? This option right here. Does anybody know what is that for? Anyone? Oh, there you go. Comment awaiting moderation. Whew, I already gave you the answer. Yes, it is for the blog post. Yes, thank you, Ray. Thank you, Irvin. Yes, it's for the comments. So when somebody comments in your blog, right? Thank you. Yes, thank you so much. When somebody comments in your blog, it will show the numbers, like how many comments in total. So you can click on it and see what are those comments. So right now, there's only one sample of comment right here. So if you have multiple comments for different blog posts, this is what is it for? Yes, this is going to be like an orange color, right? Then you will see the numbers. Okay? Okay. You never get any, huh? Nobody's commenting on you, Sybil? Okay. And this one right here, what it says new. So under the new, how often should you check your comments? Okay, I won't answer since I'm about to but I will have to. No, bro, please do answer, man. We're all here to learn, so please jump in, you know? Okay? So this option right here, what it says new. So from this option, you can create a blog post. You can add media files like, you know, PDF, Word document, Excel sheet, video files, and image files. But I do not recommend uploading an audio file or video file right here because you're going to slow down your site. So it's better for you to leave the video files on YouTube and the audio with iTunes or SoundCloud. Does that make sense? And this one right here is for pages. Like, you know, you make an about page, home page, service page, and the user, this is your username plus whoever you're going to add and then I think there are 5 or 4 levels in terms of adding somebody. Okay, so that's what they are. So if I click on post, what it does, it will take me to the same place, for the post. And this is for the blog post. Okay, anytime you want to do a blog post, you click on post. Thanks for the follows. I'll follow you back if you comment again. I missed it. Did I follow you back, bro? Let's see. Yes, I did. Okay. And did I pronounce your name right? Irvin, right? And he's also a developer, so you'll need to follow him. In case you have any question, you can also ask him. Okay. So there you go. This is the blog post area, which is just similar to the page section, but a little bit different, because in the blog post area, you have option that the page doesn't have. So for instance, you have option for, like, the date and the, what do you call it, the categories and the featured image and whatnot. You don't see these options under the pages. Okay, and here you can write the content, post the images. This is how you add the media right here. This is the visual side, and this is the text one. Okay, so any more question, folks, on the how to add a new blog post? If you have no question, let me know so I can move on to the next one. Okay, and if you all finding this beneficial, if you're enjoying this scope, feel free to click on this number 28 on the corner right here and share it on your Twitter, and also share it on your Facebook. And if you want to invite somebody, feel free to invite them. Say thank you, Arvin. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Okay. Tarhil Media, man. Thank you for inviting. Mindful Connect. Thank you for inviting. You guys are amazing. Thank you for inviting. Okay. And share on Twitter. Thank you again. And did it? Let's see. Okay. Did it? Okay. Thank you for inviting and sharing on Twitter. Did you know that now you can share on Facebook as well? Okay, thank you so much. All right, so any more question, guys, for the blog post? Is that very simple? Is that understood? Any question there? Let me know before I move forward. Excellent. All right, cool. So the next option is media, and as I mentioned a few minutes ago, media is for all the media files. Now you can click on it, okay, and we'll take you to this area right here, which is the same one right here, right? So here you can drag and drop from your desktop just directly to this area. Okay. Hello, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining, Victoria. Okay. You can drop any images right here. You can also select. You can select, any files from your desktop and upload it. Okay. So, but let me remind you a few things. Let me switch the screen really quick. Delete a pic from the media area. Will it delete it from the post? Good question. Yes, I believe so. What do you think, Arvin? Will it do that? Okay, so here's the thing about the images. Yes, it will. Thank you. Here's the thing about the images. Under the media section, this is a tip. You want to always remember this, okay? In the media section, as I mentioned before, I don't recommend that you upload a huge video file. I don't recommend that you upload an audio file. For those, make sure you post them on YouTube or SoundCloud or anything like that, okay? That's number one. Number two, when you upload any images, make sure those images, again, this is my personal recommendation, make sure those images are not more than 1 megabyte. Hello? Less than 1 megabyte, because if the image file is too huge, it can eat up the resources and slow down your site, okay? So make sure your images are not more than 1 megabyte. If it's less than 1 megabyte with a high quality, that should be enough. Does that make sense? And I believe there's a plugin called WP Smush It. Like smush it. What it does, it shrinks the size of the images. Okay. All right. So that's the thing about the media. Any question about the media and the rules? Any more question about when you upload the image file? What kind of tips you need to follow for SEO? Does anybody know? Because I forgot to mention that, but I remember right now. When you upload an image, make sure the file name of the image has the actual keyword. So let's say my picture, the name of my file for my profile picture will be yusufchowdhury.jpg or yusufchowdhury profile.jpg. Okay, I'm going to upload that image. Once I upload that image, remember I talked about, yes, WP is smush it. Always size down, never size up. Excellent tip. Yes, Irvin. Size down and size up. Now, I mentioned a tip a couple of days ago about, for SEO purposes, you have to add alt text. Does anybody know how and where? Let me flip the screen. Flip the screen. When you upload an image, remember the image has to have a file name, right? But at the same time, if I upload any images, let's see, Ray Garcia right here. If I upload his image, okay, you all know Ray Garcia, awesome dude. Okay, so image is right here. It has a file name Ray G Garcia. That's the file name that I called it. Okay, then you go to edit. Okay, once you go to edit, this is very important for the SEO, folks. This is very, very, very important. Okay, when you come right here, you need to go to edit. I'm sorry, not edit. You see right here, alternative text. This one, you all see this? Let me put it down. Y'all see this? Give me number 1 if y'all see this. Alternative text. Perfect. So for the search, in order for a search engine to understand what this image is about, you have to give it something, we call it alt text, sometimes we call it alternative tag or alt tag. So what I'm going to say here, I'm going to say something like profile image of Ray Garcia. Okay, why? Because first I'm telling the search engine that this image is about Ray's profile picture. Okay, and when somebody searches for his name, his image will show up in the image section of the search engine. And secondly, people with visually impaired or blind people, they don't know what this image is about. But when you give it an alt text, it will tell them. They move their mouse and their system will tell them profile image of something something. Does that make sense? So you are helping two things. So you are helping, don't just put a keyword, I mean, make it very specific, because you're helping the search engine and you're also helping, most importantly, the actual person, the accessibility. Yes, you have to, in fact, there's actually federal law too. I don't know if you guys know this, that in any website, isn't there a picture specific SEO plugin? No, you don't have to. SEO yours is enough. Okay? It's called usability factor. This is called user experience. So you have to make sure that people with disability can enjoy the experience of the internet, can enjoy the experience of the website. So you have to make it easy for them as well. And the sad thing is, I would say the majority of websites don't do this. But if you do it, there's a more chance for you that you can probably end up ranking or getting more visibility or more traffic. Does that make sense? So that's that's like $100 tip right there. So make sure for every image you upload, okay, it has a keyword-based relevant file name for that keyword. I mean, for instance, like me, I'm not gonna put my file name crazyelephantninja.jpg. I'm not an elephant, right? I'm just Yusuf, human being. Right? When you upload it, then you describe what they are. Same thing with the real estate, same thing with photographers. Does that make sense? So that's a tip for you. This is very, very good basic practice for SEO. Okay? Any more questions before we move forward? Okay. Until Ray took his picture. All right. So, next thing, when we go to new, now we understand the post. The post is for the blog post. Yeah, I agree with you, Carol. So then the media for the media files. Then you have the page. When you click on the page, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I think I was born for you. All right, so this is the this is the page. So this is what I can make: about page, home page, service page. And as you can see, if I scroll down, pages has template. Why? Because if I don't want a sidebar on the page, I can disable it from here. You see that? If I want one different style, so this thing you don't see it on the blog section. Okay, so just a little bit different. That's the only difference that I see on the pages. Actually, you know what? Maybe it's on the blog too. I could be wrong. I'll double check. I could be wrong. All right, Erwin. So this is the page, and this is where you actually write the page, put the content, put the images, and so forth. So you can do it from here under the new. So any questions so far about post, media, and pages? I want to make sure that you guys understand, you ladies understand 100%. Don't use that, Joanne. We don't need it right now. The SEO friendly image, you don't need it. The Yoast will take care of it. Okay? I believe Yoast SEO will take care of it. So you don't need to, you know. So, okay. All right. Yeah, you can disable the. Can you please repeat the question about the sideways? Sideways. About the sideways, I didn't see that question. Can you please repeat it, please? So, any question about post, media, page, before I move to user? Let me know. Thank you for the hearts. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the hearts. Excuse me. Okay. All right. So I guess no question. All right. Cool. Now, let's see. Do you write your blog on here or upload a file from another program? You can write it here if you want, or you can write it in Word document and copy and paste it. Can you have two different post pages? Beautiful question. Excellent question. Periscope landscape uploaded to blog now sideways. Periscope landscape uploaded to blog sideways. I'm kind of lost. I'll get back to that. Let me answer the other question first. By design, you cannot have more than 2 blog pages on WordPress. By design, only one page will be a blog post page. Let me flip the screen real quick. You can at least use spell check in Word. You can actually, yeah, you can do that. Actually, WordPress will detect the misspelling as well. Okay? When you write it in WordPress, it will detect the misspelling word as well, not just word, just to let you know, Joanne. Okay? Now, the question about, can I have more than one blog page? Technically, you can. I mean, by design, WordPress comes with one blog page, but there's a workaround. There's a workaround. So what you do, you use categories. Okay? Excuse me. Sorry about that. Use categories and add the categories. You create categories and you add the categories on the menu in the navigation. We'll go to that. Remind me when I go there, okay? I don't want to confuse everyone. Like, what did he say? What the? Okay, I have Periscope video in landscape mode uploaded to my blog. Now the video is sideways. You mean the video is landscape, right? Yes, because what happened with Periscope, if you do a landscape and download it, you can put it in YouTube as a landscape, which is perfectly awesome, you know? You mean the same file name? I'm kind of lost there. Okay, reading the comment, I'm like, throwing me off. Okay, let's go back. Okay. No, if you want to make a page, you can make a category. Just the simplest way. Of course, if you're a developer, you can tweak on the back end. But for regular folks, they can make a category and add the category in the menu. So let's say I have one page called Facebook and one for Twitter, and I blog on each. I can just make a category and put it on the navigation. All right. So users, this is for like who is the person who's accessing the site. So when I go to user, I can add somebody to manage the account, and there are 3 options. Actually, let's see, 5. Let me show you this one here. So when you add somebody, this one completely ignore it. Nobody uses that. Yes, I will do that. Okay. So nobody uses this. Contributor basically means, now write this note. Contributor means that you can give somebody access as a contributor. They can write the blog post, but they cannot post it. So you can post it for them. That's what the contributor is for. Okay. Author is the person that if you give them that access, that person can blog and post without your permission. Okay. The editor can blog and post, and this editor can blog and post for this too. Okay. And the administrator, of course, does everything. So right now, this is Bridget's website. She gave me administrative access. Okay. So that's what the users are for. Okay. Okay. Any questions so far? We good so far? We good on the top area? We good? All right. Okay. I will contribute comments on a tiny essay when Yusuf gets to it. Okay. Cool. Awesome. Thank you, Arvin. Now, of course, this section doesn't exist by default with WordPress. Just to let you know, this thing, because we added the Yoast plugin, that's why it showed up right here. Okay. So when you click on it, it asks you to do a keyword research, right? Or do the SEO setting. But we'll talk about that later because I want to do a scope specifically on SEO for WordPress. Then we'll come back to this because this is alone will take us 1 hour, okay? But by default, this doesn't exist there. And by default, this one doesn't exist there either. It is just because we added that plugin yesterday. And same thing with the Updraft Plus. So technically, all you see on the top will be the name of the site, the comment, and adding new. Okay, that's it. And of course, when you go on all the way right there, this is where you actually log out. When you click on this, you can actually log out. And of course, this is a plugin, coming soon plugin that doesn't exist there by default. We added it. Does that make sense? Okay. So when I click right here, okay, all it does, it just takes me to the website itself. You see, this is how the website looks like right now. Okay, going back to the dashboard. So that's the top part. So you guys have any question so far on the upper part of the dashboard? Is that understood? Is that easy? Do you all understand how they work? Give me number one if you understand 100% how these work, and there's no more question up there. Give me number one. If you still have a question, give me number two. Let's see. There you go. Joanne, give me number one, and also thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you. All right, you guys are scholars. Yes, genius, folks. Awesome. Look at that. You all have been Yusufied. Now you can go and teach. Now teach the world. Okay. All right, cool. Now let's look at the most common areas that most of us use. Do you have a YouTube channel with all these content? I have a YouTube channel with a lot of crazy, fun, ridiculous stuff, but I haven't put this in a YouTube. In fact, I have some private coaching from my private client that I do this stuff, but I can put this on YouTube if you want. Okay. All right, so this area right here, okay, this is the most common places. Yes, you can also find it in Catch Me. Go to catch.me/yusufchowdhury. Okay, so on your left hand side, this is the dashboard, this is the home. When I click on home, all it does, it just shows me this area. Okay, it shows me how many blog posts I have, how many comments, how many pages I created. The WordPress 4.3, the recent update is running, and what theme I'm using. Okay, then here, quick draft. I hardly use this. Quick draft, if you're traveling in a conference, you want to come here to just put a couple of notes, that's what it's for. I honestly never used it. Okay, but it's right there. Okay, and right here, the activity. So this shows you, like when I'm logging in with my admin, I am not sure, John. We can look into that. Can someone type? Yes, 1 second. But first, let me finish this, Omar, then I will show you. So I'm an admin for this account. So whatever I do, if I make a blog post or do some update, Bridget can see who was active. Okay. And this one here, it is connected to the WordPress.org depository, the database. So any new information that WordPress.org releases, it can be all right here. So you can read it from here. Okay. This section doesn't exist by design, by default, because of the SEO plugin. We added this. Thank you, Joan. I appreciate it. Okay. And now here's a cool thing. If I want to, check this out. I'm going to go a little bit back. If I want to move this there, see what happened? And maybe bring the draft right there. I can just reorganize however I want it. Okay. Pretty simple, right? That's what is it for. Okay. So that's the dashboard. And right here on the top corner, okay, look at this. The help section right here. Okay, this is, oops, I'm sorry. So this is, it will take you to the documentation of the dashboard. So if you want to understand how this dashboard works, so you click on the documentation, it will take you to the WordPress.org, and it will explain to you step by step, you know, what is the dashboard. You know, the same thing I'm teaching right now is all there for your quick reference. Okay? It's all right there. Okay? Then if I click on support forums, it will take me to the WordPress.org again in the forum community, so I can log in and start talking to the developers and asking questions right there. So you can go directly to the WordPress.org/support, or you can just click it from your dashboard. That's what it's for. Okay? Now this is what I'm talking about under the help. In this area, okay, overview. Welcome to WordPress dashboard. This is the screen you will see when you log in, blah, 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 blah. Click on the navigation, explain to you what the navigation is, what is the layout, what is the content. It's all right there. So for everything I showed you about the home, it has all the explanation. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that awesome? Give me a thumbs up if you think this is amazing and this is awesome, because they are providing you with everything right there and people still miss it. Can you believe it? Funny. Okay. So I'm going to just click on help and it closes it. And if I click on screen options, this is basically what I want on the home dashboard. So I can select let's see, welcome message, and there you go, there's a welcome message. See that? With the welcome message, I can start customizing the site from here. I can start writing a blog post from here. I can add pages. I can view my website. I can make widgets. I can go to menu. I can turn off the comment section. I can learn more about getting started. When I click getting started, it will take me back to, so tons of resources been added for you just from the back end of WordPress. Is that cool or what, guys? Give me number one if you think this is very cool, because I'm still trying to keep it very basic. I'm trying to give you all the information you need in case you get lost or need some reference. There you go. Awesome, Joanne. Thank you. All right, so that is the home. Any more question about this section right here? Any more questions? No question, give me number two. If you all have no questions, give me number two. Okay. All right. Excellent. So now we're going to click on updates. So here's the important thing about the update, folks. Here, anytime, let me talk about the update real quick. In the update section, this will happen. Anytime WordPress releases their update, okay, or if your themes require an update, or some of your plugins require an update, that update section will give you numbers. It will tell you how many things on WordPress needs to be updated. So when you click on it, it will show you we need a theme update or WordPress update or plugin updates. That's what is it for. Does that make sense? Okay. So when I click update right now, of course, everything is up to date. So there's nothing there. It says I'm running 4.3 and all the plugins are up to date and all the themes are up to date. Does that make sense? And this is very crucial, guys. Anytime WordPress releases an update, it is very, very important, that you have to update it for security reasons and secondly for better performance. Okay? But there is a strategy that you need to update, especially for those that are not non-techies, except for Irvin. He's a developer. He can update while he asleep, okay, without breaking it. But for us that are non-techies and non-coders, there's a technique that I'm going to show you how to do it, but please remind me when I'm moving forward. How often do they release an update? That is a beautiful question, Joanne. Unfortunately, we don't know. It depends. It depends who fixes it, who finds the bug, and who reports it. So there's no say, if they do it every month. Sometime few months, sometime few, it takes, we don't know. But whenever it happens, you just got to take care of it, okay? All right. So these are all by default. Do not delete Akismet, please. Do you recommend auto update for WordPress update or manual update? Good, two good questions. Just wait on these two questions. First of all, do not delete Akismet because for your blog, you need Akismet. Akismet basically grabs all the spams and you need it. Secondly, do I do an auto update or automatic? Beautiful, excellent question. I love it. Here's my advice. A lot of web hosting provider right now, what they do, like SiteGround, HostGator, all these big companies, they will automatically update your site. Okay? So my advice is this. If you are using a template or a theme that is free or a premium as it is, like you haven't made any changes, you just basically change the content, add the images, then it's fine. I prefer manual because some of those plugins they are made by different developers. So what happened when WordPress released the update, that doesn't mean all the developers made the update on their plugin. So there is a chance that it can break your site. Does that make sense? So I do not prefer automatic. I prefer to be manual because when WordPress releases it, I make sure I do a backup. In fact, I have my team do all the work. They do a backup and they update it and make sure nothing is broken. Does that make sense? So that's my preference. Especially if you have a custom built WordPress website. That means they built it from scratch. Then no, I wouldn't go with automatic. I'll go with manual. But if you have a theme as it is, you want to keep it automatic, you can. But here's the thing though. Those hosting provider will only update the WordPress, but they cannot update the theme. They cannot update the plugin automatically. Does that make sense? So remind me when I go to the plugins, there's a technique that I'm going to show you how to update it by yourself. I would give it a few days to see if someone else crashes. Hilarious. You never know, it could be true. So any more question? Any more question? We're good? Are we good? We good? Okay. So if you have a question, I'm sorry, if you don't have a question, press 2 so I can move forward. If you don't have a question, type 2. Thank you. Because I want to make sure that you all understood. I don't want to leave this scope without you understanding. You all need to write a book right now. Okay? All right. So, thank you so much. Now, this area is the analytics, but this is not, it is not there by default. The reason it shows up right here because we installed the Google Analytics by Yoast. Okay? And like I said, I'm going to do another, I think I already did a scope on this one. So please go to Catch Me and find the scope on this one. Okay? Now, post, it's the same thing like a blog post. So when I click, actually I wrote one on traffic. I'm going to write more, mostly like going to be probably ebook. I'm working on one that is a hardcover, but it's been almost a year. Okay? Okay? Maybe I should call it how to simplify stuff, or how to make people sound smart, or how to make people sound tech smart. How about that? Okay? I just read a couple of ebooks and that's it. You know, I haven't really, I'm going to do more ebooks and either give it away or sell it. Okay? Oh, look at all the pretty colors. Yes, thank you. I like the chocolate color. I like that, you know, purpley. Thank you. Blue. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Now, next thing is when I click on post, what does it do? It will take me and show me the blog post that you created. What's the name of the blog post? Who's the author? And of course, we need to have a category. How many scopes I need to watch to catch up? Well, we started on Monday, so you're looking at maybe like, you know, 4 or 3 more if you watch it tonight. Yes, I think we should. I definitely do. We should do a blab. Yes. And of course, so this is the title of the blog post as a test. The author. Of course, you have to put a proper category. The tags, these are the keyword within the blog post. And of course, if anybody comments, it will show up right here and the date that it was submitted. Now, this part right here, the SEO, this is not by default. This is because of the plugin we added. That's why it shows up right here. Okay? So from here, if you notice, folks, when I go to post, I have all posts, add new post, categories, and tags. Okay? So when I click on all posts, that basically means I'm viewing all my submitted posts. When I click on add new here or here, it's the same thing as if I'm going to blog post. Does that make sense? I'm going to blog post. But we need to make sure that we need to have a category. So if I do online digital marketing, so if I talk about YouTube marketing, I'll make a category, call it YouTube marketing. I'm going to select that category. Now, can somebody tell me what is the benefit? Let me switch the screen real quick. Tell me, what is the benefit of categories? Especially when it comes from a content marketing point of view, what is the benefit of categories? Can somebody jump in and answer? Don't feel shy. It's okay. Joanne said search. Easy to find. Aha, Sabil. Tagging your clothes, specific to interest. Yes, Nick. So Nick and Sabil. Yes, those are the correct answers. So what happened, easy navigation. So what happens is this. Let's say you have a 50 blog post. Your homepage, bunch of blog posts. And you write in different, you can have a subcategory. Like in digital marketing, I can talk about SEO, link building, keyword research, Facebook advertising, but I can separate them in different categories. So when somebody go to your website, they don't have time to look over all the blog posts. They can go to search and type either SEO, or on the right-hand side, on the sidebar, you can put the categories right there. So I can click on SEO category and all the blog posts within that category will show up. Does that make sense? So it makes it easier for your readers to find exactly what they need. Okay? And that's how you're putting a segmentation for your blog. Because if you blog about different stuff, I mean, it'd be very hard for them to find out what they need. So there's a search feature, but the category is going to be on your right-hand side of the blog post. Does that make sense? So that's what the categories are for. Okay? To make it easier for your reader to find the specific information within your niche. And the tags, more organized, yes. And I'm going to show an example. And the tags, it's like, tags doesn't help with the SEO, but tags is for keyword within the post. So let's say if I talk about SEO, well, yes, I personally only use SEO, but in our team, we have Drupal, we have Joomla, we have all the other stuff, but we don't waste our time with those. I just work on WordPress and all my clients on WordPress because it's shorter time to finish it and much easier to manage. So tags are good for, like, keyword within the blog post. So let's say I wrote about SEO beginner and I used the keyword SEO beginners, SEO 101. So what happened, somebody come to my website and they go to search box and they type SEO beginners or SEO 101, my blog post will show up. That's what the tags are for, is to make it easier for your reader to find the content based on the keyword within your site. But it doesn't help with the SEO. What I mean by that, it doesn't show up in the search. It's just internally for your site. Does that make sense? Yes. So that's what the tags are for. And where are you going to make them? Let me go. Right here. So you're going to create the categories right here. And the tags, you can add multiple tags right there. Can you put these tags in the meta as well for SEO? I wouldn't put the tags in the meta because the only on-site SEO that is effective, Nick, is the title tag, okay, on every page. The meta tag description doesn't help with ranking, and the meta keyword tag doesn't work anymore, okay? So, adding new, of course, gives me the option to create a new blog post. When I go to categories, everyone, okay, when I go to categories, there you go. This is called uncategorized. You don't want to use that. You have to make a new one. So let's say I'm going to make, I don't know, vegan 101 as an example, okay? Vegan 101 as an example. And I'm going to just go ahead and add a category. And there you go. So every time I do a blog post that talks about vegan 101, I'll select that category, okay? And that's it. That's how simple it is, okay? And the tags, you can create the tags ahead of the time, or you can create the tags when you actually blog post. So you don't have to do it right here. When you do a blog post, before you click submit, you can just on the right corner put a bunch of keywords as tags, okay? And like I said, tags only helps your reader to find you if you have a search box within your website. If you don't have a search box on your website, then you don't need tags. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. So before I move forward, any more questions? If you have any questions, and you can set the default category in your settings. Yes, you can do that. Okay. Do you have a theme chosen yet and installed? Well, there's so many themes. Don't worry about the theme right now. Theme, there's so many. Okay, this theme is already installed. We picked a theme yesterday called Catchbox, and it's already installed. Okay. All right. If you all have question, go ahead and ask. If you don't have any question, type 2. Rick, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. If you have no question, press 2. I have a question. Oh, yeah, there you go. Joanne has a question, and not everybody. Is this for blogging? This is actually for WordPress website. We're basically going on the back end of the WordPress, showing everyone what every single thing means in the back end. It's not just for blog, it's also for building a site. But we started on Monday on a series, and today's topic is we just want to go through every single thing. Okay, so what's your question, Joanne? Go ahead and ask your question, please. Are there any WordPress theme that do not have a blog? No, WordPress by design comes with a blog. So what the WordPress itself comes with the blog. Okay, so that's an excellent question. But you can disable it though. You can not have it on the page, but they all come with the blog. Blog. Yes, I'm on Catch Me. Catch.me/ yusufchowdhury. Right here. Let me show you. There you go. Okay. All right. Cool. I hope you're still paying attention. If you guys want to take a break, let me know. If not, I'm going to keep going. Okay. All right. So any question about post, all posts, add new categories and tags? Oh, but you can disable the blog. You can, yeah. I'm going to show you where we're going to see that. Okay. And by the way, blog is important, right? I did that scope about why blogging matters. You can type in the catch comments and you'll get tweeted. And yes, please, when you go to Catch Me and watch my stuff, feel free to share in Tumblr and Reddit and Facebook and Twitter. Okay. I want more people to have some exposure. Okay. All right. So any more question? Type number 2 if there's no more question, so I can move forward. Yeah. That's right. And there's a silence. Okay. All right, cool. Thank you. Now, all right, we're going to wait for the comments to go down. So here we go, the media section. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The media section, when I go to the media section, it tells me add new, the same concept, add new media in the library. So when I click library, right, it will tell me what's in the library. So right now we have several pictures in the library. You see that? Okay. We can also add new from here. And like I said, you can drag and drop, or you can select from your desktop. And that's how you add the image file. And what did I mention a few minutes ago today? When you upload an image, let me see if you're paying attention. Don't Google. When you upload an image, what's the two things you're supposed to do? Actually, 3 points you have to remember when you upload an image. There are 3 important factors that you have to think about when you upload an image to WordPress. Can somebody tell me number 1? What is it, number 1? What is number 1? Come on, folks, don't feel shy. Just answer. Even if it's wrong, it's all good. We're learning. Naming it, excellent. Putting alt tag, excellent. Under 1 megabyte, beautiful. You guys are amazing. Yes, do not upload an image more than 1 megabyte, and do not give it a relevant keyword based file name, and also the alt text. Okay, you guys are lucky because the majority of people don't do that. When you do it, you're gonna see a big difference. Cool. You guys are amazing. All right, so no question on the media pages, or you can see all pages, just like all posts, and add new. Same stuff. I click on all pages. This will show me all the pages that were created. Okay. When I go to let's see, what is a W3? I think that's a cache plugin, but don't use it. It's actually gone bad. Can you repeat what you said, please? What did I say? I'm sorry. What did I get lost? What did I say? What did I say? Yes, picture media. When you upload an image, make sure you have a relevant keyword based file name for that image. So let's say there's an image of an elephant. You call it elephant.jpg. When you upload that image, make sure you give it an alt text file name. You're gonna call it an image of an elephant. That's what I talked about. And of course, the size of the image should not be more than 1 megabyte. Now it is W3. Oh, you talk about the W3 validator. We'll talk about that. W3 validator. This is like the HTML structure thing. You know, don't worry about that, folks. We'll talk about that later. Yes, absolutely. For the blind, for the disabled folks, absolutely. But it does also help with the search engine. Okay, Google will love you for that. And I think it's actually a law too, but most people don't know that. So these are the pages that were created, let's say, by me, and the date and all that stuff. And of course, the SEO is bad. There's no SEO done on them. Now, when you look at these pages, you have edit, quick edit, trash, and view. Of course, view means you can view the page. Trash means delete. In the quick edit, you must welcome. In the quick edit, what I can do, I can change the name of the author from here. Okay. I can change the dates. I can change the name, the slug. I can make this page a full width or, you know, sidebar. Okay. I'm not sure about that, if it's city or not. Okay. So you can do like basic stuff under quick edit. Okay. But if you click full edit, there's 2 options. You can click on the actual page like that, or you can click edit. It does the same thing. So if I click about me or edit, it will basically take me to the actual page. Okay, there you go. So here I can make the changes and whatnot and so forth. Okay, easy measy. All right, easy measy. Any more question before I move forward? Press number 2 if you have no question. Press number 1 if you have question. Perfect. You guys are amazing. You ladies are amazing too. Especially amazing. Okay, excellent. Now, we're going to go to, let's wait on the comment to go down. We're going to click on this area. Can somebody tell me what is this for? Of course. Yes, great students. You guys are amazing. This is where you can see all the comments. That's what is it for. Okay? The comments. Okay. Now, this contact is not there by default. This is a plugin we added. Okay? But by default, this contact doesn't exist. So once we added this plugin, it will take us to the contact form. There's all these documents about the contact form plugin if you want to make your own. Daniel Ray didn't get the memo. you are on. It's okay. If you wanna go follow him right now, please go to his scope because you can watch the replay if you want. Okay. So the Contact Form 7 plugin give you the default short code, and if you want to make a different form, it has all the information right here, like how to make it, and it's a little bit technical though. You can go to YouTube and find tutorial on how to use Contact Form 7. I usually use for my clients Gravity Form, which is a premium. So this is what the contact form is, okay? You can add new, make another one, or you can just pick the one that's already there. Any questions so far? Number 1 for a question, and number 2 for no questions. Yeah, Gravity is awesome, brother. Gravity is the best thing since taco and burritos. But it's the premium that you can do so much stuff with the Gravity Form. Okay, number 2 for no question, number 1 for questions before I move forward. All right. No, number 1 for question and number 2 for no question, please. Did I switch it? What did I say? Come on, folks. Come on, folks. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't give you an email address, correct? In the contact form, yes, you can put your own email address and it goes to you. Thank you so much. I want to keep everyone engaged. Excellent. You know, because this is a boring subject, right? You all agree? I mean, you gotta have fun sometime. Otherwise, we're all gonna die. Die! All right. Appearance. So in the appearance, you have all these options: themes, customize, widgets, menu, header, background, theme option. So it depends from theme to theme, but every theme will have this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Some theme will have extra features like different like theme option or no theme option. So when I click on themes, this will take me where I can put different themes, right? This will take me to the area where I can add new themes by clicking add new. I can search for one of the themes. That's what it's for. If right now this theme is activated, we are using it, and all these we need to delete them because it's useless. We're not using them, so there's no point of having them. Okay, so this for the themes. And customize. So this is a theme that has been working on. We selected it right here. So this is a very basic customize option. So I can click on identity. This is the name of the website and the tagline. And right now it says display the header text, which is this one right here. Hey Kara, how you doing? So if I click uncheck, see, the name is gone. So what you can do, you can add a header as an image. You can either go to Canva, add a cool looking image on the top if you don't want the text. But for now, when you check the text shows up right here. But if you don't want this, you can have a header right here with your logo and everything. Okay? So that's what it's for. Then colors. This is for the text, and the background color. So right now the background is white. If I click purple, oh wow, look at that. Purple. It's purple. Okay? So this is for the background, so I can just go back to white right now. And these are for the text. Okay. All right. Then header image. So there's a couple of images right here. So I can maybe select, let's see, let me select this one. See how it looks. Yeah, very small. Okay. Very, very small. So what I'm going to do, just to tell you one thing. I'm not sure if I'm going to go to the summit, Kara. I have so many clients, so many projects I'm working on, so it depends. I would say 50% I might go, I might not. Here's the tip, everyone. Here's a tip, everyone. Every theme has their own size of the header. Okay? It's sold out, I can just crash in. But yeah, it's a 50-50. I'm not sure. So even if it's sold out, I'll show up because I guarantee you, whoever bought, just from experience, not everyone's going to show up. Somebody's going to, bail out or probably sell it, okay? But just to give you a tip, everyone, that every theme has its own dimension, just to let you know, okay? All right? So let's see. That's for the header image, the background image. This one, I don't have to mess with it. That means, remember the purple color background? You don't even have to touch that. Just leave it as it is. There's no point of making more distraction for your visitors. Menus, of course, these are the menu that we created, right? These are all the menus that we have on the page. So I can move the menus so the pages can move and up and down. That's what it's for. Then widgets. The widget, this is the sidebar area. You know how let me show you right now real quick. Let me go to, so the widget is actually this area. Okay, that's the widget. So you can put your MailChimp, your advertising, your Facebook boxes right there. That's what the widgets are for. Okay. Then static front page. So there you go. So by default, the home page is a blog page by default. So here, for those that don't want to make the front page a blog page, what you can do, you can select static and maybe make the about page to be the front page, right? And the blog page to be the blog post page. Does that make sense? So this is how you can change the organization of the blog. So if I don't want the blog to be on the front page, I can have the blog by itself by selecting this as a blog page, and the front page can be a about page or service page. Does that make sense? So this is where you can go and make those changes. Okay? All right. Okie dokie. All right, so that's the theme. Basically, we covered all these, right, under customize. So we covered the widget, the menu, the header, the background under the customize. But if I click widget from here, it will take me to this huge page with tons of other options. Like if I want to put a GoDaddy GoDaddy banner or a SiteGround banner, I can select this. I can come here and move these widgets. So if I move, let's say, the categories like that, right, and go back to the website and do a refresh, I will see the category right here has been changed. You see it moved up very easily. Okay, so that's the widget area. Excuse me, that's the widget area. And this is the main sidebar. This is the footer. So on the bottom, the footer, you know, the footer. Happy work week. Okay. And footer 3 area. So whatever you put here, it will show exactly how it looks on the bottom right there. Okay. All right. Now, I hope you're all following me. Don't get lost. So when I go to click on menu, so any more question under the theme, customize, widgets? Any more question there? We all good? So if you have a question, press number 1. If you don't have any question, press number 2. If you have a question, press number 1. If you don't have a question, go ahead and press number 2. Oh, number 3. Excellent. No questions. All right. So this is the menu area. This has more detail about all your pages, right? And this is where you can move the pages up and down. You can also make a sub page by moving it to the right like that. Okay? Now, here's a question for you guys. This is the area, the categories, and this is the custom link. So let's say in this page, you want this page, when somebody click on it, to go to an external site. Do you understand that question? If you want somebody to click on this and go to another external site, how would you do that? To do that, here's a tip for you guys. You come to, let's say, custom link. Okay, the benefit of the custom link is 2. So I'm going to come here, let's say Amazon. Let's say I want to point it to Amazon. Y'all watching this? So let's say I have this Amazon link. Okay, and I'm going to go right here. I'm going to put this link for Amazon. I'm going to call this thing buy stuff. Okay, I'm going to add this to the menu. So right now it's added to the menu. Okay, it's added to the menu, and I'm going to click save menu. Okay, and it's also called custom menu. See that? It says custom menu right there, custom link. Now look what happens. Check it out. I'm going to refresh this page right here. What is it called? Buy stuff. Did it show up? Let's see. Buy my stuff. Save the link. Buy stuff. Did I pick everything correct? Oh, sorry. I need to make sure that I selected the menu. That's why. All right. So now I'll refresh it. And boom. See that? You see that, folks? Buy stuff. So what happens if I'm going to click here? Look what's going to happen right now. Boom. It takes me to Amazon. So if you have like a third party affiliate link or different product, go somewhere else. This is how you create a custom link. Is that cool or what? Huh? Nobody's excited. That's sad. Okay. All right. So that's how you do it. I'm just going to remove it. That's one benefit of the custom link. The other benefit of the custom link, let's say you have services, right? You have several services, And what happened, if you add a service page right here, that actual service page is clickable. So how can I make that page unclickable? By coming to custom link. Do you get affiliate or pay per click doing this? You can do all kinds of stuff with affiliate. Okay. So let's say I come right here. I'm going to put the pound sign. I'm going to call it services. Okay. I'm going to call it services. Then I'm going to add it to the menu. And now I can move this page right here like that to have a sub pages like this. Okay. And click what, folks? Save menus, right? All right. So let's check it out. Let's see what is going to happen. Y'all ready? Y'all excited? Give me thumbs up if y'all excited to see what's going to happen. Okay. Y'all excited or no? Come on. Come on. Tell me now. Okay. So check it out. This is services, right? So what happens when I click on it, it doesn't do anything. See? So it's unclickable because I used that pound custom link. Only these are clickable. See that? Yeah. So that's a tip for you folks. That's like a $500 tip. Okay. So that's for the menu. Thanks for the heart. Any questions so far? Any questions so far? Any question so far? If you have a question, number 1. If you don't have a question, number 2, please. Excellent. All right. So when we go to the header, thank you, Carol. The header, of course, takes us back to the actual header we saw. Already saw that. That's what the header is for. And if you go to the background, we already checked that. We already checked that. Okay, it's the same thing. Now, if we go to theme option, this is something additional. It doesn't come with every theme, but this theme we added called Catch Theme. They also sell premium themes. They have a different color, so I can change the color for this website. Let me save it. Okay, and refresh. See, look at that nice navigation bar became green. Maybe you're gonna like this, Bridget, right? The core vegan green. Okay, so those are options. Not every theme comes with this, so these are optional. It basically shows you what you can do with the theme, what kind of limitation, customization. If you want to buy it to get more support, you can do that as well. Okay, so those are the theme options. Okay, all right. Any question? If you have a question, number 1. If you don't have a question, number 2, please. Any question, folks? If you have a question, number 1. If you don't have a question, number 2. Excellent. All right. Then we're gonna go to plugins. So under the plugins, you will have install plugins already or add new. Same stuff. So whatever is installed, you're gonna see all of it right here. These are all the install plugins. You can deactivate them, activate them. And for the add new, it's the same thing like here. When you add new plugins, it will take you to the plugin store, so you can add all these plugins. Okay, simple as that. Okay, any question for plugins? If you have a question, number 1. If you don't have a question, number 2, please. Come on, folks, come on, come on, come on. Because I want to make sure that you're all following this, paying attention step by step. I don't want you guys to miss anything. Okay, so no question, and there's one question. Carol, do you have a question? If you do, let me know. What is your question before I move forward? What's the generate API? Generate API, that's for Akismet and also for security. It's just like a key that you definitely needed to sync it with the plugin. So even security, yes, you need that because that's like your actual specific ID or key for your okay PhD in WordPress. That's what it's for. So it will sync with your account. Okay. All right. So I'm assuming no question. Users, you don't have to. When you go to Sakuri, when you click API, it will automatically add it for you. So you don't have to worry about it. It will add it for you. Once you apply, it will add it for you. So under the users, it says all users, add new, and your profile. So when I click on all users, this will show me who is in the account. As you can see, I have my picture. I use something called Gravatar to do that, and we'll score about that later, okay? And this is Bridget's account, and this is mine, and we have administrative access, okay? And if you want to add new, it's the same thing right here, add new. And your profile, this is me, this is my profile. So when I log in, this is my profile. So what I can do, I can change the background inside. Look at that. You see? I can change the color of the background like that. Maybe put an ocean color or midnight. I don't know, maybe this color or maybe red. You know, that's your profile. And you can, here you can add your username, you can add your bio, you can add your Google Plus page, your Twitter account, your Facebook, and a little bit of bio. So this is another tip for you. What happens when you fill up this information, your short biography is publicly searchable. Okay, so when you comment somewhere else or somebody looking for you, they will find this information that is attached within your site. So I highly recommend that you fill it up. So your information, your bio will be searchable. Does that make sense? So this is what is it for? Your own profile. Does that make sense? All right. So let me go ahead and change this to back right here. Okay. So if you have a question, number 1, no question, and number 2. If you have a question, number 1. If you don't have a question, number 2, please. If you have a question, number 1. Okay, good. No question. Excellent. So let's move forward. Tools. So under the tools, you have available tools. You have import and you have export. So import basically means you're adding things back into it, to this website. And export, you're exporting the blog post or some of the content from the pages. That's what they are for. When I click on available tools, what it does, it has this feature called press this. What press this does, let's say I am Huffington, let's see. Let's say I keep locking connection. Is that my computer or the site? I think it could be your computer, possibly. If you send me the link, I can check it for you, Isabel. So let's see, this is a content right here. Let's say this is a blog, this is an article in Huffington Post, right? Let's say I like this article, I want to talk about it. So what I can do, and by the way, I never use this either. I can grab this thing right here and move it to that article and release it, and boom. Now I can have a blog post about that article with all the link automatically added. I can just go here and add my own comment to talk about this article. Does that make sense? And you can post it as a blog post. That's what is it for. Okay? That's what the press this is for. I mean, I hardly use it. Okay? Yeah, so there you go. You grab this thing. Okay? You move it to that. Oops. I'm sorry. You grab this thing here and move it to that right there. And boom. There you go. It grabs the copy of the link of the article, so you can go and give your own opinion and post about it. Okay? Again, I hardly use it. I don't think a lot of people use it, but if you want to, it's kind of a quick trick. Okay? That's what it's for. So, you're welcome. So when you go to import, there you go. For those that have a blogger, right? If you have a blogger blog or Blogroll or LiveJournal or Tumblr or the free WordPress.com version, and if you want to move or transfer those blog posts to this WordPress self-hosted, this is what you need to do. This is the tool. This is the plugin. So when you click on Blogger, you will install a Blogger plugin and connect it with the Blogger site, and it will copy all the content to your WordPress. That's what it's for. Okay? For those that are asking me today, how can I transfer? So there you go. This is how you transfer the content from Blogger to your self-hosted WordPress. Now, the export, this is for if I want to move, if I want to download copies of the blog posts and the pages or the contact form, that's what it's for. So if I want to put it somewhere else, this is what the option is for. Okay? All right. Any more question before I jump to settings? If you have a question, number 1. If you don't have a question, please type number 2. Okay. Come on, folks. Number 1, if you have a question, and number 2, if you do not have a question. Thank you. All right. So now we're going to go to settings. As you can see, can you press an article and post it? Yes, you can do that. Later date. 3. Hello, how you doing, Aaron? You have a question, Irvin? Do you? Hurry up, man. Hurry up. If you have a question, hurry up. No question. My brother joined right now. Okay. So when you go to settings, as you can see, there is general, there is writing, reading, discussion, media again, permalink, which is very, very important. Do you use admin menu editor? What do you mean? Do you use admin menu? Do you use admin menu editor? I don't know what I understand you, bro. Let's see. I apologize. Let me get back to that, okay? Permalink, this is added plugin. This is also added, and these three are added. So by default, you're going to have permalink, media, discussion, reading, writing, general. So when I click on general, okay, cool, no problem. So this is the title of the blog, of the website, the tagline, and this is the actual link. Never ever touch this, okay? Don't mess with this. You're gonna break the site. This is the email for Bridget, okay? And do not select this option because you don't have a membership. You're gonna have a lot of spammers signing up. And here you can change the time frame. This is very, very important. Here's another $500 tip for you. This is very important because if you're on the East Coast or West Coast and you're blogging, you have to make sure that your time zone is the same. You can't have a central time zone and you're in the Eastern time zone. So when you blog post, it doesn't come out right. Okay, so this is where you're going to change the time. And these are the options for the format of the data, of the date format. So when you do a blog post, it will give you like this, or if you want it like that, or like this. These are all the options. Okay, and how do you want the time format to show up? That's it. That's what it's for. Okay, so this is under the general settings. Under the writing settings. So this is basically, of course, here we go. This is what everyone asks. How can I make because right now by default, uncategorized is the default. So if I have several categories, I can make one of them the default. Okay, so this is the place. Okay, the posts are standard format. This is basically how the email goes out, so you don't have to touch this. Completely leave it as it is. Okay. Reading. Here, of course, the home page is the blog post page. So if you want one of the pages to be static and another one blog, this is what you do. Okay. And these are the options, like how many blog posts you want it on the front page. If you want like 10 or 5, so after 5, you're going to click next page. This is where you're going to come and do the changes right here. Full text or short summary of the blog post. You can select whichever you want. I keep it as a default. I don't have to worry about it. But don't ever touch this. Okay. If you touch this, you're going to basically prevent the search engine to index your site. So don't do that. Okay. Okay. Then discussion is mainly settings for your comment box. So basically it gives you a feature. If somebody comment on your blog, are you going to get notifications? So that's what they are. So look at these options, and these are the default. I don't mess with it as it is. I just keep it as it is, just the default. Okay. But if you want to make some changes, these are for the comment section. Media, again, this is where you upload the file, and here you can organize and put a limitation. So for a thumbnail size, what is the side limits you want? For medium size, what's the limit? And for the highest large size, this is the size of the image. Okay, again, this is by the default. I don't have to mess with it. Leave it as it is. Okay, okay, all right. Permalink is very, very important. This is the very crucial part. What happens if you don't set up a permalink? As you can see, if you have like a about page or a blog post, it's not going to say Crazy Ninja. Let's say that's the topic of the blog post. It will give you this weird number. We don't want that because the search engine doesn't understand this. Human being doesn't know what this are. So there are different options. So some bloggers will choose like the date and time and sample post. I recommend sample post. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'll click post name. Okay. And that's it. So what's going to happen if I do a blog post after the .com, I'm going to have the title of the blog. And that's very good for the search engine. I don't want to have the date and time. Some people put the date because why they do that? Because they think if the content is old, they don't want the person who's reading the content read it because it's old content. Does that make sense? But in my situation, I don't do that. I still block everything and leave the post only. Why? Because even if it was old content, they click on it. When they come to my website, then they will find the new content. That way, I'm having them to come to my site to find new content. Does that make sense? So that's why I chose this option. All right? And be careful for those out there right now. If your setting was different, do not change it. Because what happened if you have category and post name and you change it, you can break a couple of links. So just wait, talk to your developer so they can fix that for you. Or just talk to me. Okay? All right, so that's for the permalink, which is very, very important. Then, of course, Tiny MCE Advanced is a plugin we added. Okay, this is where you can add extra feature like the font size, the font, style and whatnot. This is what you do is right here. Okay, and Updraft Plus, that's an additional feature for backup. We talked about that yesterday, how to use it. Okay, then coming soon, of course, if you want to put a coming soon page. And blogodemics. Okay, so this is for maintenance plugin. It's an additional thing. It doesn't come with the WordPress, but Bridget already added it because she wants to have coming soon page on the front. Okay. All right. SEO plugin, we added this ourselves. We're gonna talk about that later on. Okay, because that's in itself gonna take us like an hour. Shadowholic, we talked about that yesterday. It's an extra plugin. Also Sakuri. Okay, and if I click on collapse menu, it's just going to be like this, or I can just click open. That's it. Okay, all right, folks, so there you go. Bridget is still working on her website. She's putting a lot of content, and we added the MailChimp. She's still working on it, so it's a slow progress, but step by step. That's what we're doing right now. So is it okay to discourage search engine from indexing as I build a site, then enable when I go live? No. That's a beautiful question. Don't ever do that. Just add the coming soon page. You know why? Because as you're building, there's a chance that the search engine can find your information, right? So when you go live, you're already set. Does that make sense? So why wait? Because to get the search engine find you is actually so, difficult and challenging. So don't do that. Just put the coming soon page. Thank you, Bridget. If you need any help, let me know with the content, okay? That was a beautiful question, but please do not select discourage search engine. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Will you be doing optimized press also, or are there any same thing? Optimized press, I can do that later on, but we're doing very basic right now. Can you do a small MailChimp tutorial next? Thank you, Yusuf. Agreed. Well, I honestly did MailChimp yesterday, very quickly. So if you please follow, let me show you. And if you go to Catch Me, the beautiful thing about Catch Me, you can go backward and forward, so that way you don't have to wait all day long. But yesterday, right here, oh, I'm sorry. This one right here, Beginner's Guide, WordPress, Plugins and Themes in Lead Capture. This is the one that has a quick walkthrough on MailChimp. You please watch it, and if you need like in-depth scope on that, let me know. Then we'll do another in-depth scope on that one. Okay. All right, folks. So that's it for today. All we have to do is to show you on the back end every single section of the site that you need to know, and that's it. Right now, I have 10 minutes for Q&A. It's easy. Let me show you. In Catch Me, let's go to right here. See that? Catch.me/yusufchowdhury. Okay? Catch.me/yusufchowdhury. Have you done directly another URL onto your own main site? Yes, I did that. Have you seen it? It was under the custom link. I did that. I'm not sure if you missed it. Okay. All right. So, you're welcome. Great content again. Thank you. You're most welcome, Aaron. Do we put keywords in the description for photos? No, the description, you describe it like you're actually talking about like a paragraph. I wouldn't put the keyword there. Okay. The keyword may be on the alt text or the actual file name. Not working, catch.me. Why? You're not able to go there? It's a web site. Catch.me/my name. Can you go over how to disable auto update for WordPress update, please? That is a beautiful question, but the auto update is not done in WordPress. It is done with your hosting provider. Yeah, WordPress doesn't update automatically by itself. That's a good question, but it happens from your hosting provider. So you need to call them and tell them, hey, can you please disable the auto update? Do you have a video on how to do a subdomain? I do not, but I can do a scope on that. Let me write it down. Struggling to write down. How to do subdomain? Okay. But it says Clyde was sleeping on duty. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm lost there. Typically, Awesome. You're welcome. You can also tweet to me. Send me a direct message, and I'm going to send you the Catch Me link. Okay? And the cool thing about Catch Me, you can move, you know, if it's too long, you can just kind of skip it. That we don't have to wait for like Periscope, like waiting forever. Like, dude, I have life. I gotta go. Right? Bluehost is okay. I mean, I prefer HostGator over Bluehost. What is the page you are? Sabel, we're gonna talk about SEO later. I'm gonna do a specific scope on Yoast. Okay, then I'll explain everything about the keyword and how to optimize it. Okay. Okay. If you can, please be patient. I'm doing a tutorial tomorrow on Bluehost. Awesome, awesome. Yes, I mean Bluehost is good, and WordPress.org actually have an affiliate with Bluehost, but I prefer HostGator over Bluehost. But right now, I also use SiteGround. You need to try SiteGround, Arvin. SiteGround. I also use WP Engine, Flywheel, Rackspace, Peer 1 Hosting. Those are like high end because I have so many clients, so everyone uses different things. Fixed it? Awesome. Yeah, if you want to follow Irvin Poole, right? Can you please search? There you go. Put your emojis, Ben. Irvin, put your emojis. Put some funny faces. I don't know. Put anything so people can follow you. Because he's also a web developer, so if you guys have any question, you can ask him too. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. Oops. All right. Okay. So right now, 10 minutes Q&A. So I hope this was beneficial. I know it was kind of too long because it's kind of boring on the back end, but at least now you know, which means you have no excuses to tell me, I don't know how to do this. I don't know where to go. Now you know. Okay. So thank you for the hearts. I really appreciate it. Strawberry. Okay. Thank you for the heart. Okay. I appreciate that. So I'm not sure what I'm going to talk about it tomorrow because tomorrow there's an event for what is it? It's like Alamo Film Festival event and Alamo Comic Con. So I'm going to be volunteering for the whole weekend. So I'll see if I can scope either some of the stuff in the event or maybe at night I'll come back and do some scope on WordPress. Either WordPress maybe, Yoast, or Analytics is already done, but I might do Yoast plugin and SEO, on-site SEO. I like to scope like after 9 p.m. Central Time or 10 p.m. Those are the time I like to scope because during the day I'm, busy doing other stuff. So I thought to keep it consistent. I mean, I started doing at 8, but I found out most of the people are like showing up like around 7 and 8. So then I moved it to like 9 o'clock. Okay. So I do late night scopes. Yep. Much easier. Sometime when I go home, everyone sleeps, so it'll be much easier too. I'm still in my office, so I can work on content and still work on getting my logo. Okay, so we'll finish the content, Bridget. Let me see it one more time. We also need images. We need images for all the pages, like the service page and different stuff. I also want you to blog or move the blog from your other sites, move it to the WordPress by going to the tools and import those content, okay? Because we need to make sure that your website has some cool blog and some images for every blog post, okay? So let's work on that because we need to talk about optimization, because if you have those content, then we can optimize it. Awesome, awesome. Great for replay viewers in the morning when they wake up. Yep, yes indeed. Yes indeed, yes indeed. Lisa, thank you. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Right to Heal. I like that. I like the title. I like that title. Okay. Having trouble with the setup. Well, if you have trouble, just send me the link. I can look at it. I rock. Okay. Thank you, Aaron. Aaron, if I pronounce your name correctly, Aaron. Okay. You are most welcome. You are most welcome. I appreciate it, and thank you for staying with me. I know it's been a long. Almost an hour, so I appreciate you being very patient. You're most welcome. Yes, welcome. Thank you. Come again. Janice, thank you. Okay. And thank you for those who was giving the heart, and thank you for those who were sharing in Twitter and in Facebook. I appreciate it. I just make sure that whatever you learn, please teach others. So whatever you learn today, feel free to share with somebody else or just teach them. It doesn't have to be just me. I mean, even if you don't want to share my video, that's fine, but you teach them because now it becomes your knowledge. So whatever knowledge I gave you, I don't own it, okay? There's no copyright. It's all general information. So it becomes part of your knowledge, so you go ahead and teach it. Yes, Yusufix. I like that word. I'm gonna use that word right now, Carol. Yusufix. You wanna get fixed? Use Yusufix. Haha. Instead of getting Yusufied, you're gonna get Yusufied. You're gonna get Yusufix with Yusufied. Okay. All right. All right. So there you go, folks. I got 10 more minutes for Q&A. I made it and downloaded the CSV file. Can't put it together. All right. Well, send me this stuff. See if I can help you out. Okay. I need to look at it to figure out exactly what's going on. Okay, I came too late, but next time I'll be here. No problem, Kimmel. Thank you. Just make sure you watch the replay. Go to Catch Me. Periscope. If you go to Catch Me right here, right there, catch.me/yusufchowdhury. Make sure you spell my name correctly. The cool thing about this Catch Me, what you can do, you can watch it from your mobile, you can watch it from the laptop. You can also forward and pause, so it'll be much easier for you to follow. See? Like that. 1 second. Yes, I'll start a quick scope tonight on Bluehost in 10 minutes. Okay, well, let me get out then. Okay, almost done. Once I'm done, then I can follow you. Okay, bro? So here we go. I can, forward. I can go backward, So that's why I prefer that you go to Catch Me and check from there. I honestly don't care about hearts, but thank you for giving me all those hearts. All I care is that you guys learn and teach somebody else. Yes, I have like close to 49 videos so far. Yeah, it's not a lot, You can also check my YouTube channel. Okay. So just go to YouTube. Let's see. Just look up for my name. yusufchowdhury. Yeah. There you go. That's my channel. A link with news that told me to build in. They showed me how to bring live. Told me to build in. Like with the IP addresses. So this is my channel, folks. Just look up for my name. Okay. The optimization guy. Yes, I like to optimize your life. Optimize your business. You like it, huh? We also made a commercial somewhere here. Let me see. Where's the commercial? You want to see the preview? If y'all want to see the preview, give me thumbs up. This is the preview for my YouTube channel. Like a probably 30-second, like a 30-second commercial. If anybody wants to watch the preview, all right, let's watch the preview. Here we go. Oh, 1 second. Let me see. The sound is high. Let's see. There you go, folks. You ready? Here's the preview. Okay, the optimization guy. Ready? Ready.
What's wrong?
Trying to figure out my online marketing.
It's time to call Yusuf.
Do you want online results? Subscribe to my channel.
That was some silly stuff. Your hero. Yeah, this year I did a lot of videos, but I stopped in August. I should come back sometime, maybe before the end of the year. Okay. All right. Any more questions, folks? Because we have Irvin who's going to do a scope on Bluehost in a few minutes. So if you don't have any more questions, let me know. You're more than welcome to ask me any question through Facebook, through Twitter. Subscribe to, just connect with me anywhere. Number 2, there's no question. Okay, cool. All right. Well, thank you. Bluehost is a web hosting service, just like, GoDaddy and HostGator. That's what Bluehost is. So if you want to buy hosting, that's another company you can try. Okay? So you can pay monthly for web hosting and build a site on that account. All right. Any more questions, folks? So we can go ahead and, end this and make sure you go back to the replay. I am so sorry that you always catch me at the last minute, because there've been a lot of Candace, there've been a lot of amazing scope going on tonight. Well, there's so many hosting out there. It depends. Do you need excellent support? How is your yes, please, Deb. how much you want to pay. There's so many. They're all good. I mean, they're not. Nobody's. They all use the same system. They all use the same servers. It's just a matter of service. Thank you. Okay. So there's so many one I use. I use Bluehost. I use HostGator, SiteGround. It depends on your budget. So with SiteGround or Namecheap, you can pay like probably $10 a year for Namecheap, or $30 a year, versus $40 with SiteGround a year. You know, it's a different prices. So, but Irvin's gonna do a 10-minute session on Bluehost hosting service. So you all need to follow him if you're still here, because he's gonna start probably in 5 minutes. Okay. So that's it, folks. Anything else? Anything else I can help you with? You guys have any more questions? Any concerns? Feel free to tweet it to me or ask me anytime, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. So tomorrow I might do a scope on. If you have a domain on GoDaddy, can I? Yes, because GoDaddy has web hosting with WordPress, but you have to pay for the hosting. So when you go to GoDaddy, let me show you real quick. You can buy it from. You can actually get it from different hosting provider, or you can get it from GoDaddy. I actually don't recommend GoDaddy's hosting, but again, if you're happy with them, let me. So what you need to do, you need to go to hosting right here, right, and select either web hosting or WordPress hosting. So when you select WordPress, they will automatically help you to install WordPress, okay? Or you can select web hosting. Whatever you do, they have different options of hosting services. So you can go with the most affordable one right now. So there you go, $5 a month. That's the most affordable one, okay? And that's it. You can take only one website right there. All right, so there you go, folks. Let me know if you have any more questions before I end this, okay? All right, again, you're most welcome. Thank you so much for staying for an hour. You guys are crazy. Time to learn some stuff tonight. What's going on with you people? What's wrong with you? Okay, so thank you so much, and have a good night. Enjoy your night. Don't work too hard. And I'm gonna go and check out Irvin, see what he's doing with the scope. Okay? See you all later. If you have any question, remember, ask. Yeah, look for invite from Irvin. Follow him. I believe I followed him too. Did I follow you, bro? Let's see. Did I follow you? Yes, I did. Cool. All right. All right. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much. See you later. Come on. Turn it off. Okay.